So hello guys, today we are solving the Google Kickstart round G 2022 first question, that is October. It states that John participates in an annual walking competition called October. The competition runs for N days and tracks the daily steps of participants for all the N days. Each participant will be assigned a unique ID ranging from 1 to M, where M is the total number of registered participants. So, a global scoreboard is maintained tracking the daily steps of each participant. Okay, so what we have to do is we have to determine uh, that if John wants to win this year's October, then his goal is to score the maximum daily steps on each of the end days among all the participants. Having participated in October last year as well, he wanted to know how many steps he fell short of in achieving his goal. Given the previous year's scoreboard, we have to calculate the minimum additional steps he needed over his last year's score in order to achieve his goal of scoring the maximum daily steps every year, every day. Okay, so mm, what we have to do is, yeah. So if we are given M as 3, M is the ID of the participants. Okay, let's see the input. Okay, M is the ID of the denotes the total number of participants. N denotes the number of days the competition runs, and P denotes the last year participant ID of John. Okay, so if M is 3, N is 3, and P is 1. P is 1, that means I have to subtract it by 1 because I'm using zero based indexing. So these are the IDs 0, 1, and 2. That should have been 1, 2, and 3, but as I am using zero based indexing, so I'm subtracting 1 from ID of John. Okay, so if there are if the I'm given 3 days, three persons have participated in the race, and the ID is one, then and these are the data. So we can see that uh, John has 1000 in the first day, 2000 in the second day, and 3000 steps in the third day. So I can see that John in the first day fell behind 200 from the third participant and fell behind 500 from the second participant. So the maximum he fell behind is 500 from the second participant. So we store 500 in one maximum variable, and we can see, as we can see, that in the second and the third day he has the maximum steps, so we don't have to add it to our answer. So at the final answer, in the final answer, we have to return only if this 2000, if this 2000 had been 700, then I would have subtracted 1500. I would have subtracted 700 from this 1500 because this one would have been the highest. Okay, so as this one is the highest, and in the third day also John has the highest, so we are adding 0 to our answer. So let's see. I think it's clear that I have to find first I have to store the John's steps, or all days steps, in one array. That will be John's array, and I have to store all the maximum uh, steps, all the maximum steps taken by any participant on any date. Uh, so and then at last I can subtract from the maximum to the John's one. Okay, so and add them. So let's see what the code is. Okay, so the code is, I have used the code chef ID to run my code. Okay, so the code is pretty simple. First, I have taken input, and here if the ID is equals to, okay, here I have done p is equals to p minus 1 because I am using zero based indexing. So this one, if the whichever row equals to the ID of John, I'm storing the steps in John's array. Okay, then I have to traverse through all the arrays. So I all the columns first, column wise traversal of a matrix. If you know, you can do it. Okay, so here, like, I have traversed the column first. Like here you can see, I have to traverse this column, this column, this column, and find all the maximum in the respective columns. Okay, so yeah, so if the maximum is smaller than uh, if the maximum is smaller than uh, this is simple. We are finding the maximum of the all the columns. We have to do the column wise traversal. Okay, I don't have to explain it. Okay, so then what I have to do is, after I find maximum, like here it is 1500, here it is 2000, and here it is 3000 of each column, then I have to find then I have to subtract it with John's respective steps. Here 1500 minus 1000 is 500, and here 2000 is the maximum one, so 2000 minus 2000 is 0, and 3000 minus 3000 is also 0. So our answer should be 500 in this case. So we'll so again we traverse and store our sub as maximum minus John's steps. Okay, so so this is our answer. I have already done it, and let's submit it in Kickstart. I have already submitted it. Okay, the previous test cases failed because I didn't write this case hash, and I'm new to Kickstart, so I have to print the test cases like this. I didn't know. Okay, so that's it. Thank you.